Welcome friends. This is the continuation of Gautama Buddha series. So now let's discuss about the concept of Nirvana. The concept of Nirvana is different from that of Hinduism. Okay, Buddhism denies the concept of moksha, but the Nirvana, according to Buddhism, is getting rid of, that is liberation from cycle of birth and death, is achieved in the lifetime of a person itself, not after death, as in the case of Hinduism. So this is the important concept. Now let's look at the important Buddhist literature. Tripitaka or three basket is a traditional term used for various Buddhist scriptures. So these are the three Buddhist texts called three baskets of life. Okay, Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya, and Abhidhamma Pitaka. So the Sutta Pitaka contains 10,000 sutras related to Buddhism, Buddha, and his close companions. So this also deals with the first Buddhist council, which was held shortly after Buddha's death, around 400 BC, and the patronage of King Ajatashatru, with Mahakashyapa monk preceding the event. The second important Pitaka is Vinaya Pitaka, and here the Vinaya Pitaka is the rules and regulations for monks and nuns in the Sangha. So this is the rule book for the Sanghis. Okay, this is called Book of Discipline. Then Abhidhamma Pitaka, third Pitaka. This deals with the philosophy and doctrine of Buddha. So life of Buddha is mentioned in the Sutta Pitaka. The rules for the monastery is mentioned in the Vinaya Pitaka, and philosophy and doctrine of Buddhism is appeared in Abhidhamma Pitaka. These are the important three Pitakas. And other books include Malinda Panho. So this means questions of Milinda. So it contains the dialogue of Indo-Greek king Menander, okay, and Buddhist monk Nagasena about the philosophical questions related to Buddhism. So it has been written in the second century to first century BC, and initially it was written in Sanskrit. The next important text is Deepavamsha. So this is called Chronicles of Island. This is the oldest historical record of Sri Lanka, and it believed to have been compiled in 3rd and 4th century BC. So it is compiled in Pali literature, and it provides details about the tooth relic Bodhi tree's arrival in Sri Lanka. So this is another important text. And next is Mahavamsa. The meaning of this is that great chronicle, Mahavamsa. Okay, so this is the most important Pali epic poem. This is the poem. It's historical poem in Pali language, which deals with the king of Sri Lanka, and also provides rich account to various issues, like it deals with the royal dynasties of not only Sri Lanka but related to Indian subcontinent. Okay, so it mentioned about the throne of Ashoka and details of Seleucus and Alexander. Everything is written in that. And Mahavastu, next important text is Mahavastu. That means great event. It is a work in prose and verse, and is written in Sanskrit, Pali, and Prakrit. So it is written in three texts. It deals with the miracles and earlier lives of the Buddha. So next is Buddha Charita. It is written by Ashwagosha, compiled in the 2nd century BC, written in Sanskrit in the form of epic. So these are some of the important books, text related to Buddhism. Now let's look at the Buddhist council. Till date, there has been 6 Buddhist councils were convened. The first Buddhist council was convened around 400 BC, soon after the death of Gautama Buddha, under the patronage of King Ajatashatru. And monk Mahakashyapa was presided at the event at Rajgriha, place called Rajgriha in Sattapani cave. This is the cave, okay, where the council was held. The idea of this council is to preserve the Buddhist teachings, that is Sutta, and rules of discipline, Vinaya. So Ananda, one of the greatest disciples of Buddha, recited Sutta Pitaka, and Upali, another disciple of Ananda and Upali, were the disciples of Gautama Buddha. So they recited Sutta and Vinaya Pitaka respectively. Abhidhamma Pitaka was also included in that. Next, second council was held during 383 BC. So here, the idea of this council was to settle down a dispute on Vinaya Pitaka and to code the disciplines of the monastery. So it was not resolved, and Buddhist sects appeared for the first time in the second council. So the two sects called Orthodox Theravadin and unorthodox Mahasangiks were formed during this period. And third council was held under the patronage of the great Ashoka in 250 BC at Pataliputra. So these events are important because third, it may come in the prelims examination. Ashoka held the third Buddhist council. Okay, please remember. And Mahakashapa was the Maggaliputra Tissa was the president of this council. And teaching of Buddha, which were under the two baskets, were now classified into three baskets. That is Tripitaka, that is Sutta, Vinaya, and Abhidhamma Pitaka. The fourth Buddhist council was held under the leadership of Kushana king, that is Kanishka, the great Kanishka, 72 AD, and in Kashmir. Okay, so here the two Buddhist sects were formed, Mahayana and Hinayana Buddhist sects. Kanishka promoted Mahayana Buddhism. So the proceedings were in Sanskrit instead of Pali. This shows the Mahayan influence of Mahayana Buddhism. Okay, so the fifth Buddhist council was held in 1871, recently, under the patronage of King Mindon in Malaya, Burma. And sixth was held in Burma at Kaba Ai in Yangon, that is Myanmar. So that's it about literature and other issues. Next, let's discuss about the contribution of Buddhism to Indian society and other religion. Thanks for watching. So if you want to subscribe to my weekly current affairs initiative, you can click on this link. So this is very beneficial for the students for integrated preparation. This will ease your preparation, and fees is also kept very low to make it affordable to all the subscribers. So please, if you want, you can